by Giants Beats.
When you see it, oh, no. Don't put yourself down. You want to keep yourself up, pumped, and ready for any challenge that comes.
I am Detective Moore, and this is Mystery Media Crimes. Today we're going to look at a particular crime where the shooter is to be determined. On last week, Meg the Stallion was shot in the toe. Leading suspect is Tory Lanez. Other suspect, Tariq St. Patrick. To further our investigation, we're going to do a reenactment of the incident. Given all the details that we were given for this investigation, our social media sources puts Tory about here. And that puts the gun here. So that's gonna put Megan about here and our foot about there. Now, even if there were some type of argument or quarrel between the two, given Tory's past with AIM, we know he doesn't have any. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand, if you are an angered man and a woman that you want is getting out of the car, you're not going to shoot the bitch in the toe. That's what I want you to know. If you're trying to stop a bitch from leaving, you actually would shoot a bitch in the toe. Yeah. Okay, we're going to edit this. Never mind. Now, when the bullet first struck Megan, I can only imagine how she felt. Now, if you've never been shot before, you don't know her pain, okay? And I imagine that the sound that was produced when she felt the hot metal was of this. Ah, hey, ah, oh. Tory, if he did this on purpose, which we are justifying that he did not, it would have looked like this. Bitch, let me get that motherfucking foot. Let me get that toe. It doesn't happen like that. That's not the way it would go. Who does that? So it wouldn't have mattered. Wherever Tory was aiming, he wouldn't have hit the target, because that's how poorly he is with aim. So, at this point, our investigation is still open. Until then, keep scrolling.
Hey y'all, what's up? A nigga ever be playing with your pussy and then put his fingers in your mouth for the sample? Hit you with the, but you don't taste like you thought you tasted, so. But you can't show it on your face that you taste nasty.
It had to be the most fucking scariest shit ever. We're going home tomorrow. We're going to New York. Deadass. I can. I really fucking can.
There's a distinct difference between holding someone accountable and tearing somebody down. I like to be concise with my words and not bend the meaning of things in order to fit my narrative. As a woman who's been hurt so badly to where I'm legit afraid to try again at love, I know what pain feels like. I know what betrayal, disappointment, and disrespect feels like. But I also know what real love feels like. I know what protection, concern, and understanding feels like too. No one likes sweeping generalizations. We black women hate to be called angry, loud, and ghetto. These narratives hurt us and create stereotypes that other people believe about us, causing them to treat us like trash. So why do we like to tell black men if it doesn't apply, let it fly? As if accepting sweeping generalizations is synonymous with accountability. Let's be concise with our words, y'all, and communicate from a place of understanding rather than a place of pain and hurt. We shouldn't be so focused on the problems that we never even attempt to work together for solutions.
Mike Jones.
I have no idea why I turned the mic on and then I cleared my throat. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody had a beautiful morning. We got some things to talk about. Okay. Let's give thanks to the people who gave, who donated in the previous live. Let's do that first, because I want to get to this immediately. And I thought I was prepared, and I was not. What in the hell? But I want to get to this immediately. There's a rap producer. He's a music producer. He's produced music for quite a few different people. He's produced music for a couple of rappers. His name is J.W. Lucas. He's a Caucasian man. I want to be extremely clear on this. I'm not saying he's a Caucasian man because I'm trying to delineate a difference between us and trying to create diffusion. I'm not trying to separate anybody or anything like that. Just so we can be clear, I'm explaining that he is a Caucasian man because of some of the comments that he made that cannot possibly be in the realm of reality, so had to be made and came from a position of hate or a place of hate. Anyway, let's give appreciation to everybody that donated to the previous live. Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment with the $20 drop, the dub drop. Shout out to Rue Jones for the $10 drop. Shout out to world famous Peter Method for the $14.99 drop. Shout out to Book Smart Street Smart for the $3.99 drop. And shout out to Book Smart Street Smart again for the $14.99 drop. For the $4.99 drop. Also, shout out to... Today's Friday, right? All right, so that's it. Let me give appreciation to the first drop that already came today. Shout out to Prince to Amir for the $12 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. I want to get this over with. I want to get to the show. Let's do roll call real quick. I want to get to the show immediately. This shit pissed me off. Shout out, what up, the business? How you doing this morning, my brother? What up, William Summersville? Salute. James S. Salute. Almond Brown. Okay. How you doing, baby girl? What up, True Omega Sunlight? He says, Golden Rise and the prize. That is the present in which we are gifted. Pardon me, which you have a gift, party people. Bless up. What up, you ain't wavy? Says BBN. What up, DSTN? Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. What up, Denise Cologne? How you doing today, baby girl? Blizz Lane. How you doing since top of the morning? Frost and BBN classes in session. Let's go. What's up, Suzette Carbuckle? How you doing this morning? I hope everything is going pleasantly with you. Who else we got up in here? Renee Ricketts. And you kind of off and on. I'm happy that you're here this morning. That's a whole fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. What up, CC Hill? For Show Media. For Show Media. This morning, BBN fam. Jack Frost. Salute. What up, Rule? Don't nobody see them dots. Jones. He says, for salute Frost and the BBN family. Who else we got up in here? What up, Juju Thomas? Juju. Yeah, I got. He says, Frost Files. Top of the morning. Let's get it. Who else we got up in here? What up, Angel 333? She says, 2 ads. Good morning, love and blessings to the BBN. Continue being great. Love y'all. We could only be great if we stick together. That's what it is. It's always about that. It's always about the unity. It's always about helping each other achieve our greatest iteration of who we can turn into. Who else we got up in here real quick? What up, Luke? King Luke. What up, King Luke? How you doing, my brother? He said, wait, hold on. Stop everything. Who's a bozo, King Loopy? Just so we can be clear. I want to know who's a bozo. Because the lead-in had a lot of people, and I want to make sure that I know who you're talking about. You're probably talking about Jess Hilarious. A lot of people don't like what Jess Hilarious did. I think it was overkill also. But at the end of the day, we also don't know what happened with the situation between Tory and Meg Thee Stallion, and people are doing a lot of speculating, and I'm assuming that some of the people that's actually on the inside or actually have friends that are in these circles have a little bit of having a little bit of intel on what might or might not have went on. And if you want to know something else, Pete Rock, just so while we were on this topic real quick, check this thing that Pete Rock posted today. I'm not sure if this was today or yesterday, but check this out. Three hours ago. This is what Pete Rock posted 3 hours ago. So once again, like I'm trying to tell you, you don't know what's going on. We're hearing one side of the story or we're hearing weirdo shit. So this is what the doctor's talking about, how you can just have bad odor could be coming off of you, and that it has
you should smell like,
and it has a lot to do with what you're putting into your body.
You should smell like a coconut.
Heard what he said?
You'll see that. You get so clean and you get up there. So then if you smell, what foods make you smell? Foods that
So remember what I said yesterday? Remember how much it sounded like it couldn't possibly have anything to do with the truth? Once again, when I'm talking to y'all about things, I'm not just talking to y'all about just the situation that's happening. I'm also adding any kind of information or any kind of knowledge that I've acquired throughout my life, and I'm also putting that into the mix. So I already know that what we eat is how we're gonna smell. You understand what I'm saying? That's why, you know, women specifically shouldn't eat so much meat, and that's like for real, like, because he was just talking about that in that particular video, and it has something to do with the body's abilities to be able to break down protein. Anyway, so that's a whole nother thing. Who else we got up in here? But I told you there was something about that. I told you there was something about that Just Hilarious skit. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Who else we got up in here? Let's get down to the bottom. What up, Emily M? How you doing today? Who else we got up in here? If I missed your name, I didn't skip you. I just missed it. What up, Young Earl? How you doing? What up, DZ? Who else we got up in here? Because I want to get to this shit. What up, Tony Brown? I'm all the way at the Brown. If I missed your name, it's because it skipped you. My apologies. Now, yo, look, I want to have this conversation real quick. And this is one of the things that I want to say, right? You remember, and I want to just make this real. I want to make this extremely clear for anybody that's ever been here before. You came to the channel previously. You should know my opinions on whatever race that you belong to. You have the right to love you guys more than any other race. You have that right. If anybody ever try to take that right away from you and try to say that you do not have that right, they are lying. If you are Puerto Rican and you have Puerto Rican pride, you should. If you are black and you have black pride, you should. If you are white and you have white pride, you should. Now, should you have it to the extremes that you're trying to destroy other races? No, I don't think so. But you should be happy about whoever you belong to. I just want to make this clear because I've previously said on this channel that I have no problem with people that are white feeling like their race is superior. There's tons of Puerto Rican people that feel like their race is superior. There's tons of black people that feel like their race is superior. You feel me? So I don't have a problem with anybody thinking that their race is better than somebody else's race. I have a problem when you think that you have the right to put other people down and to make other people feel like they're less than who they are, and that you have some God-given right to be able to be held over other people. I have a problem with that. Because if your race is so much better than my race, if we was on equal ground, then you shouldn't be scared. And that's the way I give it up. Just so we can be clear before we get into this conversation. Because I'm going to let you know right now, we accept no Breonna Taylor disrespect at all. And my nigga, I will put hands on you for Tamika Mallory. So pull up. What's that nigga name? J.W. Lucas? Yeah, you was talking real crazy. You ain't want to let her get a word in either, homie. Pull up. That's all I got to say. Like, on some real shit. You're like, I'm not playing. I'm not joking. They already know. Like, this is not me being crazy. I will put hands on you for Tamika Mallory, homie. That's all I got to say. For real, for real. Like, not even joking. So, this J.W. Lucas nigga, we need to really find out who's still working with this guy. Whoever's working with J.W. Lucas ain't for us. I'm going to let y'all hear what he said in a minute. But hold on. Whoever worked with J.W. Lucas, I mean, if you worked with him previously, there's nothing you could do about that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all already worked previously. Hell, I worked with Zeke on this channel previously. If I knew that he was the type of person that he was, I wouldn't have worked with him. You feel what I'm saying? So anyone can be deceived and tricked, but now we know. So all that music y'all did with him previously, great job. But how in the fuck?
Suffer from
I'm getting what he said for y'all. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Hold on, I gotta refresh this page. Oh no, I don't. There you go. 1 second. I'm getting what he said. I'm getting what he said. What up, Omicron Percy I8? I'm getting what he said. Give me 1 second. Alright, so this is a tweet he put out. This is just so we could be clear, this is the first problem. I'm going to discuss this problem and then we're gonna move on to what the other issue is. This is the first initial issue with Homeboy when he disrespected Breonna Taylor. This is the first initial issue. I have a video I'm going to be putting out later with Tamika Mallory, actually not me interviewing her. I have interviewed her I think once or twice before, but not with me interviewing her, with just a clip that she put out, and I'm going to put that out. But check this out. This is his tweet. That's him right there on Twitter or whatever the fuck he at. Twitter, IG, whatever the hell that is. That's him. He says, why is the world asking for justice for Breonna Taylor? Of course she shouldn't have lost her life. But do you realize that she was involved with multiple drug dealers who were using her house as a trap spot? If you sign up for that life, those are the consequences. Now, there's a couple of things that I find completely wrong with that. Tamika Mallory spoke about how there was no proof or evidence that Breonna Taylor had ever been involved with drugs at all. She was personally, at that moment, the job that she currently has is of a, I think she's EMS or something. What up, Mr. Jones? I think she's, what up, Liberty Hazelton? She's EMS, or she's a first responder. That's right now. She's an essential worker. Before she passed away, that's the job she had. Her boyfriend, who she lives with, he doesn't have any kind of criminal record. They have no criminal record. Period. Zero. That's one. Well, that's the point that Tamika Mallory is making. She's like, well, okay, you're saying that you had a no-knock warrant to run up in these people's houses. And there's another thing I want to tell you about that also. But you had a no-knock warrant to run up in these people's houses. But how can you get a no-knock warrant to run up in somebody's house who's never been arrested, who's never had anything to do with anything? Don't have no problems with the law. How can you get a no-knock warrant? Okay, y'all said that the post office told y'all that this suspicious package is going to her house, right? That's what the post office. No, that's not what the post office told the damn detective. The post office came out and said they never said that at all. What the hell are you talking about? We never told y'all any packages was going to that house. Keep our names out your mouths. That's basically what the post office told them niggas. Now hold on. First, just so we could be clear, you already know how they used to line people up in this area. The post office has been in on it. Do not let that go over your fucking head. Why did he know to use the post office as an excuse on his police report? Because they've done it before, and 9 times out of 10, the fucking post office is in on it. Know this. I digress. So they say that they got this no-knock search warrant for some packages that were suspicious that was going to a residence of upstanding citizens. How can upstanding citizens get suspicious packages? Do you get it? That's part of Tamika Mallory's point. I don't know it in its entirety. I only heard her say it once. That's part of her point. I just want to point something out also, just so we can be clear about this in these no-knock fucking search warrants. There is a belief that they're trying to get the black people out of that neighborhood so they can gentrify that neighborhood. So they literally were just running in people's houses and doing shit to make motherfuckers move. There's people that believe that that's what that has to deal with, and that's why those particular officers have not been arrested yet. Because if those officers get arrested, then there's even a bigger shit that's going to unfold and people are going to get exposed to. That's why when I tell you the motherfucking post office was in on it, the post office was in on it. Do you get it? But let's get back to this J.W. Lucas rat bastard. I just want to make something extremely clear. There was no reason for them to have a no-knock search warrant. There was also no way that this J.W. Lucas guy can talk about she had people sending drugs to their house. The post office said that that's a fucking lie. Who knows more about the mail than the postmaster? I'm going to explain to you what the problem I have with this. Before I have that, all those problems I just explained to you, I have all those problems. Let's just be clear. I have all those issues. I have all of those problems. I'm pissed off about all of those things. Even pissed off about things that revolve around those matters that we just kind of mentioned, but we didn't get in depth enough to dredge up. You understand? So there's even more things I'm pissed off that directly is associated with what we just discussed. But I'm going to tell you what the number one thing I'm angry with is. What I'm even more angry with than the no-knock search warrant. This rat bastard, J.W. Lucas, said that the police had the right to go into the house blasting and shooting everybody up because they had a belief that a crime was committed. Do you know how dangerous that is? Do you understand how dangerous that is? Because there was a belief that a crime was committed. J.W. Lucas think that these motherfuckers got the right to run up into anybody's house and let off if there's a belief. So that means that if there's a random person that you may know and think is trustworthy say that those guys are drug dealers, then now that means that J. Lucas think that the police has the right to just come in your house and kill you. Do you understand how dangerous that line of thinking is? Also, let's take into consideration that the school shooters get captured. The church shooters get captured. That the mass shooters, literally, the only way they don't get captured, it seems like, is if they kill themselves. Or get away with it. We need to find out what rappers. Look, I'm with Tamika Mallory in them. First of all, you know I love Tamika Mallory. I'm with Tamika Mallory in this, and then with this all the way, because we need to get people out of fucking hip hop that don't fuck with us. Now, I want to talk about something real quick. We got niggas like this because of y'all coons. Y'all rap bastards that want to act like black on black crime is a real thing. All of you coons. This is why we have this. We have these problems because we have these problems. We have the problem where this white man told Tamika, let me let you hear what this white man did. I'm gonna let you hear it for yourself. And understand that we have conversations with people sometimes that are emotionally charged conversations. And one of the reasons why these conversations is emotionally charged because the people might know each other, not only because they're talking about a sensitive topic. So we will take into consideration that both parties are right now talking about extremely sensitive topics. And there's an emotional connection in there. Now, dude, I'm going to let you just hear it for yourself. This nigga's all the rat bastards. What the hell is it? Is it behind one of these other ones? It might be behind one of these. It might be behind one of these other ones. Oh, she didn't post it. Hold on. Shade Room, I think. Did Shade Room post it? Somebody else posted it. Hold on. I think I saved it, though. Somebody else posted it. Hold on. Sorry about that. My apologies.
To try to tell black people what we are doing, where we need to go, what our issues are.
That is part of the gated institutional narrative. Tamika, I should be a leader in the Black Lives Matter movement because I'm more capable than you. I'm more capable. Yes, I am.
You know what? Here's what
you don't understand the nature of reality. Tamika, do you understand cooperative and competitive game theory? Tamika, do you understand? Please answer this. Tamika, do you understand the difference between competitive and cooperative game theory? Do you understand the difference? Do you understand what's needed for us to cooperate with each other and to increase the value?
I'm going to explain something to you real quick. I'm going to explain to you why the shit that he is saying, you know, he hangs around coons. You know, he hangs around people, and these people that he's dealing with, there's no way. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you what he's trying to say. You can't be at the top with everything and you're hoarding everything. And when I say that, I'm talking specifically about the people that are going against the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm not talking about the Black Lives Matter group. I'm talking about the movement specifically, about the whole entire movement where, please, we need y'all to stop killing black people and then getting away with it. If somebody kills a black person, they should be held accountable. If a black person kills a black person, they go to jail. Why when a white person kills a black person, they go home? That's the problem. That's the issue. Get it? So that's why whenever anybody brings up black on black crime, when we're trying to say we're not talking about black on black crime, because if a black person kills another black person, they go to jail. So we are not talking about black on black crime. We're talking about the ability for people to kill black people and not be held accountable. That's what we're talking about. Copy? So that's why whenever we're having these conversations and you have some cool ass fucking black guy that want to say, but can we talk about black on black crime? I'm always like, either the person's an idiot and they don't know any better, or they working for the other niggas. This is just me. Alright? I might shuck and jive with you for a minute, or I might just not have time for it. I'll be honest with you. But hold on, so just so we can be clear. He's talking about keeping people subservient. Listen to his verbiage. Do you understand game theory? I know what he's talking about. Working together to achieve a mutual goal. But how can we work together to achieve a mutual goal when our goals are conflicting? Our goal is to, if somebody kills one of us, to be held accountable. Our goal is to stop police from shooting people up. Our goal is to stop police from harassing, and that's what our goals are. If your goals are not what our goals are, how can we even apply game theory? Do you understand what the problem is? He was trying to get her into a conversation that had nothing to do with what they were talking about. That's what niggas try to do with me, and when I dub them, they get mad. Then when she would not change the conversation to what he wanted to turn the conversation into, he overtalked her. Now, I'm going to let you hear this again.
Man, to try to tell black people what we are doing, where we need to go, what our issues are.
That is part of the gated institutional narrative. Tamika, I should be a leader in the Black Lives Matter movement because I'm more capable. I'm more capable. Yes, I am.
You know what?
You don't understand the nature of reality. Tamika, do you understand cooperative and competitive game theory? Tamika, do you understand? Please answer this. Tamika, do you understand the difference between competitive and cooperative game theory? Do you understand the difference? Do you understand what's needed for us to cooperate with each other and to increase the value of the group for all human beings? We have to be transparent. We have to be interdependent, interconnectivity.
Okay, so
the separatist ideology is the problem.
What I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm
gonna do. Field-based pandering is part of the problem, Tamika.
Extremely
problem, Tamika. It's time that all humans unify.
Did you hear what he did? Did you fucking hear what he did? Did you hear what he did? He tried to change the conversation to something that wasn't even the topic. How can we work together for a mutual goal if our goals are not mutual? If we do not have mutual goals, how can we work together? That's not a. We cannot possibly work together if our goals are conflicting. You understand? That's what I mean. We can have separate goals that can work together, yes. But if we can't have conflicting goals, just hear what he did. That's what they try to do to me. And then that's why whenever they go to other channels and they be talking shit, and I be like, come on, man, you falling for this. And that's why I be just, and I just be, whenever people come over here and be talking, like sometimes I just kick them because I be like, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be feeling bad for people when they be falling for the bullshit. Sometimes I be feeling bad. I be like, God damn it, like, you so easily deceived? Like, remember, I know what's true and not about myself. Remember that. Remember, you know what's true and not about yourself. What up, Shannon? A whole lot of white privilege coming from homeboy. I'm going to tell you what it is. Hey, Shannon, you want to call in? I'm going to tell you what I believe it to be, right? If you want to call in, Shannon, just hit the jack. I'm going to tell you what I believe it to be. First of all, this fool right here, somebody sent them. All right? Somebody sent them. This fool right here is with our rappers in the studios. You don't think he's saying shit? You trying to tell me that these rappers been working with him and don't know his affiliations? Don't know which way he leans? You need to find out which rappers work for this guy. I'm putting out a post on this J.W. Lucas guy. I need everybody in here to share it. I'm putting out a post on IG about J.W. Lucas. I'm going to be putting out J.W. Lucas posts for the foreseeable future. Whenever y'all see a J.W. feature, a J.W. Lucas post coming from any of the BBN channels, this Jack Frost, We a Culture. What the fuck? Where's this shit at? I don't know where I put it. Jack Frost, We a Culture, or the BBN IG. I need y'all to reshare it. Tag me. All right, that's what it is, Shannon. Tag me. I need y'all to reshare and tag me. We need to, for real. I heard he worked with the baby. I like the baby. Yo, the baby, how you fucking with this dude? First of all, he disrespecting one of our white queens. Could we just be honest? Tamika Mallory is, you know how people be like, yo, man, not everybody is a king or a queen. Tamika Mallory is definitely a queen. Okay? You know how people be like, yo, we can't all be kings and queens. Some of us got to be sharecroppers or some shit. I don't know what that is saying go, but Tamika Mallory is definitely a queen, homie. He 100% disrespected one of our queens. We can't take that. This dude believed that if the police have a theory, that the police have the suspicion that you might be, that if the police heard that you have drugs coming in and out of your house, he believes that the police have the right to come inside and shoot everybody up. This nigga's a whole dirtbag. This nigga's a whole Zeke Black out this bitch. Miss Rain said he has credit on that Jack Harlow song. Now Jack is trying to distance himself. You got to get away. I shout out to Jack Harlow. You work with the guy. You find out what he's about. Now you're trying to make moves to get away from him. Shout out to that guy. Okay, so he said some crazy shit on that clip you talking about with Tariq Nasheed. He said some crazy shit on the clip. But I'm not even talking about the clip. I'm talking about this shit. Once I heard the clip, I already know what he is. You feel me? He a whole fucking... He one of those people... I'm going to tell you what he is. He's one of those guys that hung out with black people, and now he thinks that he knows. Like, he has a couple of friends, most likely, that gave him the okay to speak to them on Black Matters. And so... dude, we don't accept no Breonna Taylor disrespect. What the fuck is wrong with you? Shout out to Tamika Mallory for immediately calling this nigga out on that shit, too. Immediately. This guy makes money in our community. You get it? This guy makes money in our community. He eats with us. You get it? He eating with us. Imagine a nigga on your team. Making money with you. Don't respect your culture. Don't respect your people and think that you should be subservient to him and his people. And he don't got to say it because that's the way he's acting. I'm going to explain something to you. Let's say I'm having a conversation with one of my Puerto Rican or one of my Dominican friends and they're talking about problems or issues that exist inside of their community. Even if I understand what they're saying, I can't feel it. I can't feel it enough to go amongst other Puerto Ricans and Dominicans to now speak about it. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? I can't. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care what my Arab friends tell me. I don't care what my Arab friends tell me or talk about their own culture. There's no way in the world I'd be able to know enough or be able to feel enough about their culture being me outside of their culture that if I spoke to somebody inside of their culture, I can tell them about their own damn culture. They weren't having this convo in private. Dude was having this convo on the radio and on Twitter, and that's what we're talking about. Do you ever see me get up here and tell you what other races of people feel? You know why I don't do that? Because that's extremely... I do not have that much hubris. You know how much hubris you have to do some shit like that? Decide to tell... That's like, I'm going to tell a woman about her vagina. How the hell am I doing that? I'm going to tell a woman about giving labor. How? I've never done these things. Get it? What I'm trying to explain to you is, since he can't understand, since he can't feel it, even if we're saying something and we're agreeing on one level, he wouldn't be able to comprehend it enough to be able to repeat it or say it to somebody else appropriately because he doesn't have those experiences. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you've ever had a conversation with somebody and you think that y'all agreeing, and then later on you find out that the person was thinking something totally different that you didn't even, that's because people have different experiences. I'm seeing it extremely broadly. Believe me. Have you ever seen me? This is the best example I could give. Have you ever seen me come up here and tell people how Puerto Rican people should feel, how Dominican people, how Russian people, how white people should feel? Have you ever seen me come up here and tell you that I can be a better leader of white people than white people themselves? Have you ever seen me do something like that? That's literally what he did. You do notice, right? He told Tamika Mallory that he could run her movement better than she can. And his idea of running a movement is basically coming to concessions. We can't come to no concession about... The only concession we could come to with Breonna Taylor is them niggas need to be arrested. That's where the concessions start. They need to be arrested. Then they need to be put on trial. A fair trial. don't think you need more than a fair trial. Understand? No, I'm not saying you agreeing with dude. I'm just trying to explain. I can't. He can't tell us black people how to feel. What kind of shit is that? Oh, obviously, if they're arrested, they gotta get fired first. But how is he gonna tell black people how to feel? How? Do you understand how they got you fucked up? Do you understand? They got people believing. I'm going to explain something to you. I'm going to tell you. I want to tell you something, but I'm not going to bring it up. But pay attention to motherfuckers. Motherfuckers is going to want to do something effed up to you and then try to pretend like the thing that they're doing to you is for your own good. But it's going to be effed up. I'm telling you, pay attention to people, man. Just pay attention. Because the way that dude talking, he's literally was spitting white supremacy rhetoric. I've only heard him talk 3 times. All 3 of the times I've heard him talk, it's all been white supremacy rhetoric. I just looked up. I saw somebody write something, and then I thought a thing. Okay. The dude is literally spitting white supremacy rhetoric. Sorry. It's gonna get easy. Yo, look, the dude is literally spitting white supremacy rhetoric. We gotta work together. We've been trying to work together since how long? None of that shit help. We get little steps, little steps, little steps. We need a big step right now. I don't think America should ever not have a movement pushing for the rights of civility amongst all. Don't let what I just said go over your head. And yes, I did word it the way I meant to. No. Once again, I'm going to explain something. Tamika Mallory was busy she was talking about so the Breonna Taylor situation happened. Tamika Mallory called him out on what he said about Breonna Taylor, about her being involved with drug dealers. Instead of talking about how she wasn't involved with drug dealers, it seems like he wanted to talk about how he can run her organization better than her, or run Black Lives Matter better than what she's doing with what she's doing, because she's basically the face, because he understands cooperative and competitive game theory. The problem is, understanding cooperative and competitive game theory has nothing to do with what we're doing right now. We're not trying to work for or against them niggas. We're trying to work for ourselves. You get it? We're not working, as far as I can tell, we're not working against anything. It's just the simple act of protecting ourselves creates a situation where we're putting pressure on others. You get what I'm saying? Do you get why I don't like the concept and the idea of a riot? Yeah, that dude was spitting straight white supremacy rhetoric. That's a fact. That's a fact. That shit he was saying was straight white supremacy shit. We gotta work together. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think white supremacy is hate blacks. No, white supremacy is keep blacks down. Let's keep all races down and keep whites up. And he was over talking her because he was trying to change the point. He was trying to force her to talk about the thing he wanted to talk about, and change the subject from what they were supposed to be talking about. Watch out for these niggas. That's why we kick people. Hold on. You do know that's why we kick people sometimes, right? Because we be talking about something. They'll say something. I'll give them the podium. And then when they get the podium and they get the opportunity to talk about the subject, they start talking about some random other shit that don't got nothing to do with what we're talking about. And then they get hit with bags. And then they say they got kicked because of their fucking opinion. That's literally what's happening. That's literally what's happening. I'm going to tell you this one time. You put words in my mouth again, Michael Gordano, I'm going to kick you. I didn't say working together was white supremacy. I swear to God, if you put words in my mouth one more time, or if you do any type of funny talking at all today on this particular subject, I'm going to kick you. I want to kick you right now. But I think that I'm just so emotionally charged in this particular conversation that we're having that I might be doing it unnecessarily. But I swear to God, if you put another word in my mouth, I'm going to kick you. I never said that. I'm not even reading the rest of your comment, and I don't fuck with you no more. Just so we clear. Now say something else so I could just kick you. Let's go. Let's go. Put another word. Say another thing. Put another word in my mouth. Did you not? Yep. Kicking you right now. No, that's not what I said. There you go. Can we get bags for Michael Gordano? Can we get bags for Michael Gordano? That's not what I said. I said he tried to change the subject. I didn't say working together was white supremacy. You see what they try to do? Do you see what they try to do? You see what they try to do? You see what they try to do? I never said that. I never said working together was white supremacy. But he wanted to put words in my mouth, then get me into a conversation where he could then say that I'm saying things I'm not saying. So we just kick him. Border Jump Music said, Michael said, look how many Hispanics and white work together. Man, where did that happen? Because we ain't welcome either. Border Jump is funny as shit. Shout out to Border Jump. I don't know what this nigga, I didn't even read his whole comment. Once somebody says something and they're lying about what I said, I don't really read the rest of the comment. Once somebody put words in my mouth, that's it. I don't read the rest of the comment. There's no need. I didn't even know he said the rest of that shit. That's what's up, Emily Brown. We like those persons too. But you see what they do? He tried to make it seem like I'm saying something I'm not saying. You get it? Just be cognizant of when you talk to individuals and they don't have a point to stand on, because they don't have a position to stand on. So the only thing they could do is try to make it seem like there's something wrong with you. They're going to try to get you twisted up in words, make it seem like you're saying shit you're not saying. Nah, put that shit, dub that shit immediately. I know who that is. He a black guy pretending to be he trolling me. He a black guy. I know who it is. He a black guy, another content creator. I don't fuck with him, so he's in here trolling me with another account. If you pay attention to him, he's always trying to go against, he's always trying to be on the white person, black person side, because niggas is just weirdos. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell y'all niggas. Y'all niggas is just weirdos, though. That's why I don't be fucking with niggas. Niggas is just weirdos. people forget. You type how you talk. A lot of y'all don't know how to type, not how you talk. So if you spoke to somebody on the phone before, you read their texts, you can tell it's them. A lot of you niggas is stupid. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton with the $5 drop. He said 500 pennies upside the head. Bitch, it's bag season. Upside the head, 500 pennies. We're going to turn all the pennies upside down, the faces. We're going to glue them together in a big stack. Yo, y'all don't understand how many men, and I'm straight, just so we can be clear. And when I say men, I don't mean all of them are stalking me because they're gay. I'm just saying they're grown-ass men. You'll be surprised at how many grown-ass men is stalking me. The shit is crazy. It's really bananas. Niggas be... Yo, if I tell you some shit niggas be doing... Yo, some of this shit is just... Niggas be forwarding their fucking calls to my phone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Niggas take their phone and forward their calls to my phone. You niggas got all way too much time. What the fuck? Anyway, I digress. Just on some super real shit. That's how they get us. They got these coons, blacks just like us, and whenever they see us doing something, they come disrupt us so we can't win. So the white man, or not just the average white man, because not every white man is against us, but the white supremacists that want to then hold us down, they just step back and let it happen because, hey, they doing it to themselves. He always says the exact opposite of what I'm saying. Dude, my life is in... You don't understand. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how real it is. That person could be one of two people. One of them I don't talk to no more. The other one I talk to almost every single day. Niggas just... I'm under attack 24/7. I don't know how to explain this to y'all. I don't know how to explain it, man. People wonder why I don't even go outside that much. I be exhausted. Thank you, Miss Rain. They're trying to throw the conversation off by making wild statements which aren't true. One, they're pissed off that I exposed that dude that tried to rape that girl when she was passed out from alcohol, Zeke Black. At least that's the allegations that were made against him by Mel Cross. So I guess it's whether you think Mel Cross is honest or not. Do you believe Mel Cross, who, as far as I know, everybody says that you don't get much realer than Mel Cross. I don't know what to tell you. At least that's what before I even knew who the guy was or met him, this is what I've heard. So I don't know what to tell you. They're upset he said that on my platform, but they don't say nothing to him. So one, they sound like they're suckers. Why ain't y'all talking to Mel Cross, the one who actually said it? Sounds like you're a sucker. Oh, y'all only want to talk to Jack Frost. Y'all want to harass Jack Frost. You're not going to say nothing to Mel Cross, though. But y'all real tough guys. You guys are the toughest guys ever. You guys are so tough. Anyway, fuck that shit. I'm going to tell you what these guys do. I'm going to need for y'all to do me a favor. Please stop going to people's channels that want to talk about black on black crime. Black on black crime doesn't exist. It's just crime. Do you really think black people are saying, yo, we're going to go commit a crime today? Where the black people at? Has anybody ever heard of somebody committing a crime in being black and saying, yo, we want to go commit a crime? Where the black people at? You've heard somebody say this. You've never heard of this, and that sounds ridiculous. I go for walks every day. I walk every day. I walk at least a minimum of about a mile, 2 miles every day. I just want to be clear on that. It's just crime. That's it. No scholars, no educated people even talk about black on black crime. Just take that into consideration when you see these people talking about black on black crime. Is there crime in the hood? Yes. Does the crime in the hood need to stop? Absolutely. Is the crime in the hood often being committed by other people that live in the hood? Yes. Do black people live in the hood? Absolutely. Are there large numbers of black people that congregate and live in communities together? Absolutely. So if people in those communities committed crimes in those communities, they would then have to commit crimes against other black people. With that being said, most of these communities are impoverished. So that means that when you have poverty, you have more you have more opportunity, or you have more chance that there's going to be crime. Do you understand? So there is no such thing as black on black crime. Nobody's saying, yo, I want to go rob a black guy today. Then they see a white guy that they could rob and be like, nah, man, he's white. Who the fuck says that? Pardon me. Who the fuck says that? Yo, let's rob that guy. Nah, man, we can't rob him. He white. What the fuck? Fuck you mean he white? They got all the money. You understand? First of all, the idea of black on black crime created and was originated and came from the idea that they wanted to trick white people into thinking that black people are dangerous. So the idea and the concept of even talking about black on black crime is pushing white agenda. And when I say talking about it, I don't mean talk about it like we're talking about it by saying it's not a thing. I mean talking about it like, man, there's a lot of crime in our community. Us blacks gotta stop killing each other. That in itself is pushing white supremacy. The whole idea and concept around that is pushing. That's why the whole thing was created. Do you understand? I don't know of a better way to put it. The people that came up with the idea of it's a fucking. Remember how Obama was running and he was running on the idea of hope? You know how every time any president runs, they run on something? You know how Donald Trump ran on MAGA, Make America Great Again? All that was a fucking campaign to kill black people. Now we have actual black people trying to talk about it like it's a real thing. Can you even understand how stupid that is? No, it's not get what I'm saying. This is a literal, the thing I'm saying is a literal, I'm telling you a fact. I'm not. I know I'm right, DZ, but I don't want to talk about it because Rio Martinez is pushing white supremacy right now and he doesn't understand it. So I don't know what to say right now because Rio Martinez is my dude and I'm gonna have to literally hang this nigga out to dry because he's literally everybody read Rio Martinez's last comments that he just made. I'm gonna sit here and just be quiet and you tell me what you think. Because then when I light him up, people are gonna say, but he's your admin. But I have to have that same energy. So I need y'all to read his comments, his last couple of comments. And then think about what we're talking about so you can realize how he's trying to, what he's doing is going away from the conversation. We're talking about police killing Breonna Taylor. And listen, look at what, and read what he's writing. I just want you to read what he's writing so you can understand what's going on, so you can see and understand this is not an easy job. Just read what he's writing. Thank you, Armin Brown. Just read what he's writing. And this guy's my admin. I want y'all to take this into consideration. Now, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to ignore that? Look what he's writing. I can't ignore that. I have to address that. You see what he's writing? I'm not going to kick him. I'm not kicking him. I'm not kicking Rio. You understand what I'm saying? But I want y'all to understand what we've been talking about. And do you see everything that he's writing is white supremacy rhetoric? Literally. I'm not even playing. Literally, everything he's writing is white supremacy rhetoric. And this is my admin. You know how crazy we looking right now? We looking crazier than we usually look. Usually, I'm looking crazy by myself. This is not a conversation. Black on black crime doesn't exist. We're talking about Breonna. I'm trying to talk about Breonna Taylor, getting justice for Breonna Taylor, and some fucking, listen, I'm trying to talk about getting justice for Breonna Taylor and some fucking guy that disrespected Tamika Mallory. That's what our conversation is revolving around, right? We're talking about the different aspects revolving around that, right? He wants to talk about, I'm talking about how black on black crime doesn't exist, how it isn't a thing. I didn't know you thought black on. I didn't know you thought like that, Rio. I look at you totally different now. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can do what you want to do, homie. I gotta look at you totally different now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm never having a convo with I'm never any kind of white supremacy rhetoric. I'm 100% against. And you just spit mad white supremacy rhetoric. That was crazy. That was just crazy. What you just did. I know you don't think what you just did was crazy. What you just did was crazy. No, he's not black. It's not hard to tell. That was crazy. I'm just saying. I'm not mad at you, homie. You got a right to think whatever you think, and I'm not kicking you or nothing like that. But you just sat here and spit shit straight from the white supremacy textbook. This is not a conversation. This is not a conversation. I think somebody just speak to my admin sometimes and be like, just disagree with Jack, watch. And then they go disagree with me on something like this. That's crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Look, if that's what you think, that's what you think. I love black people. I know that black on black crime doesn't exist. It's a shame that you think it does exist. I thought you was with us. You understand what I'm saying? Just the simple fact that you thinking black on black crime is a thing, that means you're not with us. I don't think you get that. I will have to right now say I don't know Rio. I thought I did. I don't know him. That's a fact. Nah, okay, maybe I might be wrong about that. I'm not saying that, man, but my dude, you just sat in here and just, nah, I mean, we good. Believe me, I believe, look, I don't have a problem with you, homie. I don't have a problem with you. I'm gonna believe what you wrote, because that's how I do. I believe people. I don't have a problem with you. I just want that to be clear. I do not have a problem with Rio. Rio ain't getting bags. I'm not. He's an admin. He's not losing his admin position. That's not going nowhere. But, God dang it. It was crazy. Crisis says, Frost, I know I'm late, but why did a reporter from the news channel retweet saying literally, did anybody notice all the overcast in major American cities over? Yes, they're watching the BBN, nigga. I've been told you they're watching the BBN. Nobody believes me. You know how many reporters? Okay. Do y'all remember when we went down to Do y'all remember when we went down to the rally that Casanova 2 times was at? Remember that lady that I said, Joe, this lady keep following me? Remember when I showed y'all that lady that kept following me? She works for a major news network. Yeah, they know who I am. What the fuck? They wanted to talk to me. Remember when was I live when CNN lady said she wanted to talk to us and I ended up walking off and doing some other shit by accident? Remember? It's on tape. I believe I was still recording. I think I was still live. I know I was still live when I was pointing out that homegirl was following us. That was a whole radio station. That was a whole television station that was following us. I told you, I know the fuck I'm talking about. Wait, hold on. That really happened, Crisis? In what city? Crisis. What city? What city? What radio? What television network said that? I was a thumbnail on CNN? Told you. Just telling y'all niggas. I'm not doing what other people is doing, man. I'm doing something else. When somebody, yeah. And Rio ain't going nowhere. All right, we love Rio, man. Rio ain't going nowhere, but I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think a little different than you now. Yeah, you was there, DZ. I told you. What the fuck? Yeah, they know the fuck I am. I'm just a humble. Yo, y'all don't realize. I don't know if you can say that you're humble, but I really don't look at myself like I just look at myself like I'm a regular person. You understand what I'm saying? Like I really do. I had a family member. They said I got to stop doing that, but I just look at myself like I'm a regular person. If like, I'm just a regular person, man. But I told you, yo, hold on. Let's read Crisis. Did Crisis ever tell us what city that was in? Oh, it was a Russian journalist that said that. Wait, hold on. You found this channel from the Russian people? Shout out to Russia. I fuck with you niggas. We used to have a lot of Russians in here before. I fuck with you niggas. Yo. Yo. Anyway, I told y'all. See? Hold on. When Jack Frost says it, and you said over major cities or major American cities, what he said? Major American cities around the time of COVID spikes. You see why they hate? You see why they hate? I can see the algorithm. I just really have a lot of haters. Like I got an incredible amount of haters. Like my shit, incredible amount. I got supporters too, though. Y'all be supporting the nigga. I got supporters too, though. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Y'all don't, not for nothing. I really appreciate the people that support the BBN. Like, you have no idea. If sometimes I don't seem like I do, it's an accident. I'm not used to people actually appreciating anything I do, to be honest with you. It's new. Crisis Black said, Frost, remember you said for people to not go outside, and that's the reason why Trump shut down was to keep people indoors because shit may be in the air. Yeah, I said that shit. That's a fact. I said that. That's what they saying over there too. I said that shit how many months ago? No, Tiffany Harrison, we're not doing that. The fuck? We're not doing that. I'm not turning on Rio. Could y'all stop doing that? Yeah, stop doing that. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yo, but hold on. So they said all of that too? Hold on. Crisis Black. So they said all of that also? Y'all Russian niggas better start dropping more money. Y'all Russian niggas, seriously. You better, I'm gonna get John Wick. That's a fact, great. That's a fact. That's a fact, Almond Brown. It's because you wrote the word crazy under your name. So when I'm reading it, it's like, that's what happened. I'm just letting you know what happened. I did not call you crazy. Yeah, I was covering it day by day. That's a fact. Wait, Emily M., where are you from? Are you from Russia? You good, Dean? Yeah, so sometimes people got to understand, I don't know. Sometimes, like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know people get upset with me sometimes, like, because I made me forget to do something, but I'm a human being, man. Everybody got flaws. We all got that shit that we not good at. And we got that shit that we great at. Right? Watch me. If I hope I get the opportunity to show y'all what I'm great at. One of these days. And it's not porn. Although I'm pretty damn good at that also. Okay, that's what it is. Shout out to them guys. I keep trying to tell y'all, major news organizations actually do fuck with me. I keep telling y'all. I've met them. That's how come I know. I'm not just saying shit. I've met people that work for the New York Times. I've met people that work for the not the Washington Post, the New York Post, the Daily News, the Wall Street Journal. I've met people that work for these things. They fuck with me. You understand? A couple of times I felt kind of like a celebrity. Standing there, they was asking questions, looking, how you doing, Jack Frost? Good to meet you. Hey, how you doing? Shake your hand. You was on TV the other day. Hey, rat bastard, I saw you. Shout out to you. Yeah, they need to start crediting me. That's a fact. Look, that's a fact. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't like, I want to go to a place and getting credit is going to help, but it's not going to hinder me not getting credit, getting to where I want to go. But it'll help. You understand what I'm saying? I know where I want to go. I know what I'm trying to do. I know what I'm trying to become. I know what I'm trying to create. You feel me? If I was 20 years younger, I would have done it already. I don't know no other way to explain this to you. If I was 20 years younger, if I started doing this when I was living in Concourse Village, I would have been done already. Because at that time, I had the girlfriend I had at that time was Maria, and if I had a girlfriend with me right now, I had somebody that could help me like hands on, and we could get shit done, I would have, we would have been crazy places by now. I'm just speaking facts, because a lot of the shit that people help me with online, like a lot of the shit that the team, because we have a whole team over here. So a lot of the stuff that the team do is great. Don't get me confused. Some of the stuff I need, you understand what I'm saying? My team is extremely valuable to me. That's a fact. Don't let anybody lie to you. My admins, I got other people working on other projects. We got projects that we got lined up that we gonna have rollouts for and everything. Like we really working over here. This ain't a game. You feel me? But if I had somebody that was physically at the same place that I was, that I could bounce ideas off of, that I could just jump right into and just start doing things, because I'm like a really hands-on guy. So if I could just start like jumping stuff in that, like that'll just really help. Like even if I just had a close brother or friend or something like that, to just, you know what I'm saying? Like to just have somebody to work with. Like, I don't got nobody to work with. If I wasn't self-motivated, this shit would not be possible. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to be self-motivated to do a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be able to motivate yourself and other people. Feel me? I'm getting too old for this shit. Crisis Black said they said if it is possibly airborne, that means it can exist in water. Wasn't I saying that just yesterday? And didn't I tell y'all to get out of the rain? Didn't I tell y'all? I said stay out of the rain. Didn't I tell everybody to stay out of the rain? I said stay out of the rain. Remember when I was telling y'all, yo, it was always cloudy. Yo, remember we was doing the lives outside and I was like, yo, it's been cloudy every day for like 2-3 weeks. Remember? But they said that if it is possibly airborne, that means that it can exist in water, aka clouds, aka jet streams. That's how it can travel from China to the U.S. so quickly. RT is a news station, but went U.S.-based with U.S.-based reporters. All right. See what I'm saying? What the fuck I'm talking about? Could we just, we don't know if this is confirmed to be true, but could this just be another thing that I said like 6-7 months ago that is now coming around full circle? How often do I do this? And I do this for every medium platform. I do this with sports. I did this with the fucking weather. I did this with the with politics. I did this in hip hop. When am I gonna? This is a skill. I have a skill. This is a skill. You can say whatever you want. You can talk about me however you want to talk about me. But please explain to me why I keep telling y'all the future. This is a skill. Just because, for argument's sake, you know how good a memory a motherfucker gotta have to do what I do? I literally have to remember almost everything about everything in order to be able to always put shit together. So I gotta literally remember even little shit that don't matter. I gotta remember damn near everything about everything. Do you know how difficult that is? True Omega Sunlight said deductive reasoning at a high level. Hell fucking yeah, I'm smart as shit. Just so we could be clear. And this ain't me. I'm not putting nobody down. I'm not saying anybody else isn't good. What I'm saying is I have a talent, a skill that I don't believe many other people have at the same level or magnitude that I have. That's what I'm saying. I think I have consistently proven myself to be correct. When given, how many times do we barely got any information? How many times do we barely know nothing damn near? How many times? How many times a situation or a subject matter will come up, we barely know nothing about it, and I tell you almost everything revolving around the shit in a matter of a couple of days.